Good evening. It's December. It's not December. It's April. It just looks like December. It's April the 18th, and I decided I would live stream my walk home as I did here because it's now actively snowing. Before, there was snow on the ground, but now, as you can see, looking at what I think it was the pig snout building over there, you can see that it's actually snowing. It's not only merely snowing, it's really most sincerely snowing. So this will be another 10-minute walk, but this time it'll be in the falling snow. I'm dreaming of a white May. It won't be. It'll melt. It's not that cold. It's -5 or something, but all the same, we're getting a bit of the white stuff, as they call it. So this is almost like a Christmas time walk. In fact, considering it was pretty much brown at Christmas this year, it wasn't very much snow. This is more Christmassy than Christmas was. Oof. We'll walk down this way and go along College, I think, this time. Also, of course, it's getting closer to evening time here. Well, it's what, 7:30? So it is evening time. It's just that we're late enough in the year that the days are getting relatively long. 2 more months, and it'll be the longest day of the year and the first day of summer. Hard to believe that, too. Right now, we're 2 months from the first day of summer. That's Saskatchewan for you. It's always a little more interesting as it gets towards twilight anyway. As you can start to see the lights shining on buildings. You have to be a little careful. It's a little bit slippery here. Oh, should I sneak down there and go to the alley? Maybe I will. I'll go between the buildings to the alley, feeling naughty. These aren't houses, though. They're businesses. This is just going to take me into somebody's backyard, I think. Which wasn't quite what I had in mind. No, that wasn't a good idea. Okay, I'll go back. I guess that is a house. Oops. I thought I could go down into the alley through there, but I can't. We'll stick to the sidewalk after all. This is the actual alley, so I can go down here if I want. It's hard to tell. Most of the buildings here are businesses, but there are still a few that are houses, so that might have been a house. I accidentally walked into their backyard. Had a nice lunch at supper at the Fireside Bistro. Steak frites. Always a safe bet. I sometimes get something fancier, but not tonight. Expensive, though. It's not the cheapest place to eat, but I treated myself with that the money I've made in the last little while in YouTubing. Apparently, I'm getting some money from YouTube since this channel has monetized, so that's kind of cool. I won't be making a living off of it anytime soon, but still, it's nice. I want to go down there. Yeah, no, I think I'll go over here. Yeah, no, let's go down the alley. That's more interesting because you can go through this kind of tunnel thing up here. It's just a parking area, but it's still kind of different anyway. It's a parking lot now. It used to be a part of the yard, really, for this house here, and we knew the people who lived there, so it's kind of sad to see it turned into a parking lot. Well, at least this is kind of interesting with the lights on. Interesting, the color change there to the blue and the outside and the artificial lighting here. You can see just a parking area. There's the former Saskatchewan Government Telephones building, and this was the second Saskatchewan Government Telephones, now SaskTel building. And now my wife works in the third SaskTel building downtown. She's an engineer. Oh, well, I'm not going to hit this well because I'm going to have to wait for the entire light change. That's a pain. Anyway, here we are at the corner of College and Albert, not the College of Corner and Albert. And we're going to have to wait an unpleasantly long time for it to change. Oh well, we probably won't freeze in that time. That's the Royal Saskatchewan Museum over there. And that's looking up Albert, getting darker and darker. Helped by the fact that it's cloudy, of course. Way too long to wait in this wind. It was -5 when I walked to the restaurant, and it's probably colder than that now, and the wind is blowing, so it's very making me want to be home, which I will be soon enough. Well, no, not soon enough, but relatively soon, but not soon enough. Okay, well, the countdown over there is happening. 2, 1, 0. Wait for that light to turn green, and we're on our way. There we go. That is a red light. It's quite slippery, though. Well, they looked like they were thinking of going through it. I don't know how they thought they'd get away with that. Miserable, absolutely miserable. I may not walk tomorrow. My afternoon is filled, and I don't know that I'll want to get out in the morning, so it's possible there won't be a walk tomorrow. Quite possible, actually. In fact, I can almost guarantee it, but we'll see. I might change my mind. Should be a day to walk around the lake, but again, I'm just so clobbered with publishing stuff that I find myself reluctant to take an hour or take a walk that's not taking me somewhere I need to go anyway. And especially when the weather's unpleasant. I mean, if it's like this tomorrow, I don't want to walk anywhere. It's not winter. In the winter, I'm prepared for it. Right now, it feels like a real annoyance, to say the least. But I have to put up with this snow and cold on April the 18th. That's why a few people, when I posted a picture on Facebook of the snow this morning, said, that's why I'm glad I moved. Saskatchewan people, not all of them, but they do have a history of moving somewhere warmer when they get into their retirement years. Typically it's been BC. BC government is such that I personally don't know that that's where I'd want to live. But there's not really any place that is safe from the depredations of government. So at least it could be warm in some sort of semi-tyrannical government, as opposed to being cold. That might be something. Christmas lights still on. They look really appropriate right now. That house has been under construction and now frozen like that, without any change for a very long time. On the other hand, our addition on our back has been stuck without change for a very long time too, so I suspect it's just the construction climate around here. I think we're finally getting ours done pretty soon now. The plumber's supposed to come and next week, and the contractor's supposed to be here working on it. It's a very small addition. There's also a big deck which was built. Small addition, but the city gave the engineering firm that we hired fits, or somehow the engineering firm just couldn't seem to provide them what they wanted. I don't know. So we lost months. And then that carried us. It's now been 2 years since we thought it was going to be done, and we're waiting for it to be finished. So, yay. Anyway, I think it's finally going to get done in the next few months, which will be nice. It'll be nice to have. The deck has already been nice. We've used it quite a bit. It's not quite finished, but at least it's there. The addition will have a downstairs bath, which we've never had, which will be useful as we get older. And we've made a space to put in a hot tub. That's actually what precipitated all this, was the desire to have a hot tub as we get older. So who knows? I might be in the hot tub in the cold next winter. There's a heated pool at the Banff Springs Hotel, which I've been in when it's kind of like this outside. It's kind of cool. Snow, but you're warm. Sometimes deer even come up to the pool and you see them while you're in the pool. Just kind of cool. I love the Banff Springs Hotel. I haven't been there for a long time now, but we used to go every year for a wine and food festival. I'm sorry that it ended. It was a great few years that we were doing that every October. Okay, I'll stop here. Thank you for walking with me. I will not promise I'll be here tomorrow, but I will be back at some point. And bye for now.